We didn't decide who was doing
I thought it would be you, because you're the one who's, like, you know, DMing the game.
I mean, yes, but okay, it's an FPS. Sure. Hi, my name is Spec or Spectral Haunts, and yes, in a technicality, I am the DM for the game that this FPS takes between.
Yeah, so it's like, it's an FPS, but it's your house.
It's Pathfinder's house, technically, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna be playing Quinn Queen. That's all you gotta know here, okay? It's like it's
Did
sometime.
you say your name?
I said Spec or Spectral Haunts.
Okay.
I think. I
All right.
thought. I don't know anymore. Hi, I am a being with a voice. You will refer to me as the player of Quinn Queen, one of the creatures who controls his puppetry movement.
Hi, I am Fletch,
I'd be epic.
and I like to give Spec so much shit. Today I'm going to be playing a little detective boy by the name of Camille.
Nothing can go wrong.
Absolutely nothing. Camille certainly is not, definitely not the same person that Quinn's going on a revenge quest for.
Absolutely not. In fact,
Definitely not the same person Quinn may slowly be realizing he had a crush on.
totally not. Which, yeah, this is Quinn post the Minami talk, which was a wonderful talk, because Common and I started that going, oh, they're just gonna punch some trees and be mad. That is not what the FPS ended up being. That ended up being an emotional roller coaster that made both of us cry. Or at least made me cry. Enough that I couldn't tell who was crying anymore. The point is, he's going through it, man. He discovered what the word friend means. And possibly what the word love means. There will be no consequences to this at all.
Absolutely not. It's fine. It's cool. It's chill.
Yeah.
Even.
So, Fletch,
Mm-hmm.
what is Camille up to right now?
I'm leaving. FPS done. I'm leaving. But no, yeah.
You let me do this for the.
Camille has woken up at a random time at night, and he's just gonna go get himself a glass of water and all of that. Because sometimes you're thirsty.
It happens. It is a perfectly normal thing. There is no way the plot can mess this up.
Absolutely not. He's just gonna get some water and then go back to his room, and it's all gonna be fine. He's certainly not not expecting to come across a dead body.
Camille voice, the worst thing I'm gonna have to deal with is a dead body. And I'm mentally prepared for that, so nothing can surprise me. The plot
Yeah.
coming up behind with a steel chair. Quinn is also leaving his room. Not for a glass of water, but because he has been kind of dozing off, but also kind of having that little train of thought where you go, wait, if this means this, then does this mean this? And so he went, you know what, maybe let's just go talk to Minami. You know what, she won't mind. Of course not. This is...
Seriously, nothing can go wrong pestering someone at 4 a.m.
Yeah, absolutely not. In his defense, he is barely awake. And his wisdom score was already a dump stat before this. It can only get worse from here.
I love him.
So yeah, I think they both should make a fun little perception. Who spots who
All right.
first?
Should it be at disadvantage, seeing as it is dark?
Probably. Well, there went my dice onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten attached to using physical dice. Very nice.
Fair. That was a 16 and a 5, so that is a 17
Well, that was a
on Camille's part.
16 and an 11, so that is a 14 on on Quinn's part. We gotta love the power of modifiers.
I know, it's wonderful.
Which makes sense considering title cards. So, Camille, and considering the way I did do the lighting for this, Camille, you notice as you're going down the hallway, someone else in the hallway. Quinn stands in front of his door in a oversized white t-shirt and some dark, shorts and little slippers as he kind of sleepily, closes his door.
Camille is going to, he's gonna roll stealth. He is planning on casually slipping on by so that he doesn't have to process things at 4 a.m. And you'll never guess what he rolled.
I swear if we got a net 20.
That's
I
that
knew
one.
he had a curse for sneaking, but I did not think it would bite him this badly. Quinn would have to roll a nat 1 or a 2 to miss that.
Yep.
Which he just got at disadvantage a 3. So you were almost free, Camille, but that is a 6 in total.
Yeah, Camille did also crit fail, so like
I know, but I still wanted to see how badly I want to see if he almost got there. And he
yeah.
does. Wait, hold up. I have you want a funny in these trying times?
Yes.
Please have Camille roll a dex save for me.
Alright. You want me to do disadvantage for the funnies?
Considering what Quinn just rolled, oh no, this is gonna be funny no matter what.
Alright. It's a +8 now because he is rogue.
I can work with that. Camille, you are very, very not sneaky. But Quinn is very, very sleepy. And you think you're gonna get by. And then it's dark, it's hard to see, and you are a small child who is doing just well enough in sneaking that Quinn does not notice you are there and proceeds to trip over you.
Camille makes a little squeaky toy noise and probably ends up falling down.
Pulls next to Quinn, who just lets out like a little, almost mini yelp as he just face plants.
Wonderful. We are doing so good at so many things.
This is a great first meeting. And he kind of just pauses before he rubs his face, and he looks over and goes, "What?"
Sorry, I was just trying to go get some water.
Oh, you kid. Camille, right?
Camille nods.
Quinn kind of.
And
Oh, you go.
And you're Quinn.
And he kind of rolls onto his side, so he's propped up on one elbow and extends his hand. Quinn Queen. We didn't completely properly meet first time.
Oh no. Now he has to do it.
Rest in pieces.
Yeah. Camille takes Quinn's hand and shakes it and gives you a big baby grin that is she's just
Camille Christie, detective.
That was a 19 on hiding the smile. He is taking you very seriously.
Camille just sighs like
It's a gag.
Toon thing.
he nods.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Camille Christie, the detective.
It's nice to meet you too.
Were you just going to get water by yourself?
I mean, it's yeah.
You're like... And he kind of like raises his hand off the ground to kind of motion to your height.
I I can take care of myself. It's just a house.
When a detective blinks twice, looks at you, a Toon detective, takes a slow breath. Okay. I understand that you're here with your older brother. I would not feel like a responsible human being if I let a 7-year-old wander around a house this dark and possibly get hurt.
You really don't have to. I can take care of myself.
You're 7.
I'm a Toon
I
7.
I don't give a shit about that. I don't care about that. Just coughs into his hand. He doesn't
He's
know.
giving you a flat look.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know Camille can have curse words around him. And it only scares him just slightly. So
He's just giving a flat look to him.
you're still 7. Toon 7 or real kind 7, it's still 7. And I don't care if how toonish you are. No, it's not a safe thing. Maybe this is just a cultural difference, but I would not feel safe. And then Minami will absolutely have me if she finds out that I just let a kid wander off.
Now, here is where I argue that Minami understands and isn't that overprotective.
You cannot tell me that
But
Minami is not overprotective.
no, she is.
So he kind of just sighs and stands up and brushes himself off. And because I think it's funny, uh, Camille is also in an oversized t-shirt for his sleepwear. It's a Phantom L shirt.
Quinn blinks and looks at the shirt. Phantom L? Why?
Uh,
From Villestown?
Camille nods.
yeah, one of my brothers got me this shirt because they thought it would be funny.
You a fan?
I am his rival.
rolling that at disadvantage. I'm rolling that at disadvantage. That is a dirty 20. I am ignoring that. Quinn snorts.
Hey!
You are 7.
And I'm still the person who's gotten the closest to actually catching him.
Quinn is trying not to be mean in his head, but all he's handing me right now is just because you wrote a self-insert story where you caught Phantom L does not mean you were the closest. And I'm like,
Quinn! I mean, he can do it if he wants.
no, he's not. He's not that mean. He is trying to be nice to the child. He just is very obviously not taking you seriously.
It's the truth. Look.
And no, you go.
Whatever fantasies you like to create, I understand, but that does not mean that there is a... Oh gosh, I really hope Azumi doesn't get mad at me for breaking this reality, but there is a difference between what you wish and dream and what you may imagine in stories at that age versus what actually happens. A rivalry and stuff like that, especially with Phantom Thief, is a very dangerous thing that you should be older for. So I don't want you to get this false idea that such things are okay at your age and then go off and do something reckless like jump off a building or something.
Like I'm dying.
Glad to know I
Okay.
murdered Fletch right there.
Alright. Okay, that wasn't a fumble.
I need you to understand, by the way, he is still posing on his side with like his head propped on his hand, arm on his side, one leg extended out, the other one crook. Like he's just laying there having this conversation.
Fucking sleepover talk pose. Yeah, Camille just rolls his eyes as Quinn's doing this and stands up and he starts fishing around in his hammer space because probably has like actual PJ pants, so it's like rooting around in the pocket of that. And he pulls out a newspaper and shows it to Quinn.
What's on the newspaper, Fletch?
What's up?
What's on the newspaper, Fletch?
The newspaper, Quinn probably can't read it right now because it's dark, I'm realizing, but it's okay because
we'll say that
Camille...
there's just enough moonlight.
Okay. If not, Camille could use a cantrip to light things up.
Yeah, because Quinn's only cantrip involves a sword, which he does not have on him right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so... Yeah, if there's enough moonlight, yeah, it sure is a news article about one Camille Christie being, once again, almost catching Phantom L and essentially being named Phantom L's rival. And I still have not yet come up with a suitably stupid replacement for Kid Killer, but there is definitely a nickname of that ilk on there.
If Quinn was a
It could
toon,
absolutely be recent.
there would have been a dot above his head. Um, he looks at that, and he goes through multiple stages of grief in one moment. First of all, his definition of rival is very different from others he's slowly learning. Secondly, um, secondly, Camille is 7. He just kind of stares, and then he very gently takes the newspaper and looks at it, as if not believing it, is very much checking for magic, almost. Like, is this illusioned? And then after a moment, he just kind of looks over at Camille in kind of disbelief. By the moon. Okay, no, I am absolutely having a talk with Minami about this. No. Absolutely no.
Bill has a little smirk on his face.
Villestown cannot allow 7-year-olds. Absolutely no. 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 This has not proved anything. In fact, the only thing this has proved, if anything, is that whoever in Villestown is allowing this needs to have a serious reality check themselves.
Sort of still has a knife cat face as he's just, oh, you can't stop me, and neither can Minami.
I can stop you if I catch him first.
Bill snorts.
I love all of us going, you wish, Quinn. Or I could ask Kazumi to make sure that you don't go out whenever he strikes. I could ask Minami.
No, I think they're both quite okay with it.
You know what? I would believe that about Azumi. Detective Azumi, I could see that. Minami, well, he does remember Minami consistently telling him that Camille can take care of himself no matter, even though he quite did not believe it. Minami, not important. Anyways.
So, you know that I'm right.
I refuse to admit that.
But isn't part of being a detective knowing when to admit that you're wrong?
I almost said something very angsty. Oof, okay. That was a near. I almost said, of course they do, since there's only one truth, and I went, whoop, that can go downhill real fast. And yank the reins back on that one. So let me find something else to respond with. Well, yes, but I am right in this case. So, there's nothing to admit.
If you say so.
I am over twice your age. I have the wisdom to know that I am right. Us out of characters.
I don't think teenagers are exactly known for being wise, but okay.
I'm very certain 7-year-olds are not known for it either.
Like I said, I'm a Toon 7.
That I do not think that excuses things. Quinn, boys, do not say shit around the kid again.
I'm so sorry, Quinn.
This is going great, actually. I'm genuinely loving the absolute banter happening here.
It's good.
But I still need to get water.
Okay. And Quinn stands up and does not move on.
Camille starts walking away.
Quinn follows.
Camille picks up the pace.
Camille, I don't know how to tell you. Quinn is like, what, 2.5 times your height? It is not hard for him to keep up. I look at his ability scores. He is keeping up. He's not even breaking a sweat. If anything, he's starting to fall asleep. You do realize if you keep going that fast, you're gonna trip. Especially on the
I'm
stairs.
not going to trip. I know how to go downstairs.
In the pitch dark.
And
Please have Camille
Camille,
roll. If you face plants down the
Camille stops at the top of the stairs, looks back at Quinn, makes direct eye contact. And let's see, I believe he does have the slippers of spider climbing.
That will be so funny.
Let's see.
When you show off, Quinn just handed me how he's gonna get down the stairs.
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't even require like activation or anything. He can just do this. He makes direct eye contact with Quinn and then steps onto the wall and starts walking down the wall.
What? Okay, that cannot just be a Toon thing. Hold up. He is following after you. And how badly do you fail this, Quinn? That was an 11 plus. Do you want me to do it? This would be a check. So 11 plus 4, that is a 15. This could have gone a lot better, but it could have gone a lot worse. So Quinn jumps onto the railing and does his best to slide down as you walk. It does not go as smooth as planned. He doesn't fall off, but he does wobble, especially towards the end.
Yeah. He'll just
Need like I said, I can handle myself, okay?
Well, we're already down here, so I should get my glass of water.
Something tells me that you weren't going for a glass of water.
Of course I was.
insight.
That is so easy for Camille and his disgusting modifiers to beat. Wait, I didn't mean to put a D10.
I'm so
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew he would. Yeah, I knew it. Quinn is lying through his teeth right now. He's a lot better at lying, though, than he used to be.
Yeah, that's filed away for later.
No. How should I put this?
Quinn raises an eyebrow.
I'm very good at telling when someone's lying to me.
Don't see how that's relevant right now.
It's relevant because you are lying to me.
That is a nat 20. Luckily, that was wisdom. Quinn does not blink, even. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
tell me, if your original goal was to get water, then why didn't you say so from the start instead of, you know, doing the whole thing about needing to protect me or whatever?
Because I felt like a point had to be made so that in the future you would at least wake up Azumi before you wandered off in the dark.
He raises an eyebrow.
I thought you wanted water. Do we are we gonna waste time talking now?
Camille is squinting. He's just.
So, what were you originally going to do?
I'm gonna roll again, deception. The literal exact same number. Got it. I told you I was going to get water. Quinn is shuffling slightly.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's. I get to use my funny little feature because I rolled lower than an 8, but I can
Listen,
treat it
if he
as
doesn't,
an 8.
you're gonna get a 20 at minimum. If I'm not getting above a 20, you don't even need to roll. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just automatically succeeding at that point.
Mhm. All right. So what did Quinn say?
He said I was going to get water, but he was kind of shuffling and not quite making eye contact.
Uh, yeah, I'm not buying it.
You don't have to. It's the truth.
It's not, but okay.
Gives a little nod.
And Camille is going to continue walking as he's just.
I really don't think telling Minami is going to change anything with the Phantom L situation. If anything, she's happy that I'm on a case that isn't murder.
You normally do murder cases? Oh, Private Moon, I thought that was just a rumor too.
Camille shrugs as he's just.
I sort of have the tendency to wander into them.
I had a nickel for every person. Okay. Still, that doesn't make it okay. Someone your age shouldn't be witnessing stuff like that.
Yeah, well, there's not really anything you can do about that.
Quinn, dude, no. Okay, Quinn really did just hand me I could stop the murderers before they commit. That is literally against the law, Quinn. Okay.
Quinn, please.
Quinn, please. Just go sit in baby jail for a minute. Thank you. Quinn kind of pauses in thought and he goes, well, I can solve them before you get there.
Usually I'm there before it's a crime.
And he's got like a little thinking face now.
Yeah, Camille's continuing the walk over to get water.
Quinn's following, but he's got the thinking face now. He's doing the little detective problem solving thing where he like squints his eyes slightly and he's got like one hand pulled up and he's just think.
If you're gonna suggest a good luck charm, I am legally required to inform you that the last 3 broke.
Quinn kind of blinks at that and goes, no, those don't work.
And Camille kind of tilts his head because I'm pretty sure that's a new sentiment for Quinn, isn't it?
Yep. That is something that has developed within the past year.
It's just. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Well, in my experience, especially with people who tend to be murder magnets, they don't stop them. That was
Sort
a.
of gets. Hmm?
He is perfectly calm.
Camille is giving him a long, thoughtful look.
Quinn is just raising an eyebrow.
It sounds like that's like that's taken from personal experience.
Quinn pauses before he gives a small little nod. That's how I know they don't work. I don't even carry them anymore.
Did yours break too, or?
Mine didn't break. I just got rid of mine. And considering you said you've gone through 3, I don't see why you're arguing this. Obviously, you've proven they don't work either.
No, I'm just curious as to what you think.
I think they're a useless sentiment. They're hope, that's all. Nothing else.
Yep, hope be useful too.
Yeah, kid. Yeah, I can.
Camille looks at Quinn for a little bit longer before he returns to his trek to the kitchen.
Quinn's following.
At this point, they've probably made it.
They've probably have. Because the kitchen is literally on the second floor.
Yeah.
And it's right next to the stairs.
Listen, they just keep stopping and getting distracted by talking.
Yes.
Yeah, so now comes, you know that thing where you're, like, staying at a friend's house or something and, like, you now have to play the game of, oh, fuck, where do they keep the cups?
I'm gonna roll a d4. See where they are. Gonna decide if they're which side they're on and if they're on the top or bottom. So 1 is going to be bottom right, 2 is gonna be bottom left, 3 is gonna be top right, 4 is gonna be top left. That is a 3. That is top right, which means Camille can't reach him.
Yeah, Camille probably checks the cabinets that are his level first, and then sighs and looks up.
Here, I got that. And Quinn moves to help open up one of the cabinets, and there's cups there. And he kind of just hands one down to Camille.
We'll take it.
This is. Thanks.
Yeah, come.
I really do hate being short sometimes.
Well, you'll get taller one day. Don't worry.
Yeah, I hope so.
There's a snort. People just grow naturally. Don't worry. It's you're gonna feel short for a while, but soon you'll be tall. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll even be taller than I am.
Maybe.
And he's not really looking directly at you as he goes to climb up onto the counter to fill up his cup at the sink.
Let me help you. And he's gonna take you off the counter and start filling the water up. You
I had it handled. You
what if
don't.
you fell? What if you leaned too far?
I'm not made out of glass.
You are a child.
I might be a child, but kids are a lot hardier than most people think.
Quinn, whose experience with kids was mostly Leo and Arsene, who could not be considered the epitome of health.
Yeah.
Quinn just looks at you and he goes, I'm not risking it.
Come on.
No. You may not be made out of glass, but you are still 7.
I know I'm 7, but
You should enjoy this. You're in the prime childhood to have people do things for you.
like doing things myself.
Why are kids always like this? They want to grow up, and then once they grow up, they don't want to grow up. But fine. He hands you the cup. If you fall, Izumi can't get mad at me. Neither can me. And he steps and leans against the counter with arms crossed.
Camille just sighs, but he climbs back up onto the counter and fills up his cup. And then he sort of sits perched on the edge of it as he's just,
See? Perfectly fine.
Quinn's not looking at you. He's got his arms crossed.
Camille kind of smirks as he's just,
What, are you hoping I'd fall and prove that you're right?
I would never wish for a child to fall. What kind of bad guy do you think I am?
Camille's kind of smirking as he's just,
I don't know. You seem awfully upset that I am sitting here perfectly fine and unfallen.
I am upset that you have been raised to this is how you get hurt. This sort of complete lack of this complete recklessness is how you get hurt when you get older.
Oh, come on, Quinn. It's just a counter.
A counter is a gateway to danger. Real.
I feel like you might be overstating things a little bit.
What if you fall and break a bone? And now there's going to be a your bone's going to what if 20 years down the future you're a detective and you can't catch the criminal because your leg hurts because you broke it because you decide to be a smug little brat right now and sit on a counter.
You.
Camille takes a moment.
And he's just, one, I would not break a bone actually because I have this.
And he points at, he sort of points at a little ring of featherlight.
Two, even if somehow I miraculously did fall and break something, there's no way that I would not be carted off to a hospital immediately, which means that my bones would heal perfectly fine, which means that your very extreme hypothetical would not even play out in
The,
like
the boat's
20
not going to
years.
be the boat's not going to be here anytime soon, and That's all I have going for me.
Real snorts.
I think you go.
I'm pretty sure that most people here know how to properly set a bone.
They do?
Well, we've got people who are obviously used to dealing with injuries on their own, and also I'm positive that Minami would know, and if not Minami, I'm sure that Izumi could offer some insight.
Wait, why would Minami know?
It feels like something she would have tried to learn.
Fair enough, true. I don't think she knows, but true.
I mean, she does tend, from what I hear, she did end up involved in a lot of exciting stuff, so.
Oh, no, I believe that, but I feel like Quinn, think about his shoulder. I feel like stuff that could involve joints would have, or bones, stuff like that, would have come up in conversation with us.
Camille tilts his head.
Detective work.
Well, if you say so. Regardless, I'm sure that they have a way to call the boat back early.
Yeah, hopefully.
And if not that, then I do have a way of getting us back.
You do? When do you remember? No, he does not. That was a 2 plus 4. That is a 6. He has no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
Peel sees that and sort of glances away as he's just,
Don't worry about it, I guess.
I'm rolling insight. That was a 10. Shakes the dice. That was a 10. That's a 13.
Oh, Quinn.
And wisdom's his dump stat, and he pays the consequences for that.
He do be a little nervous.
Quinn just kind of looks for a long moment. You don't have to tell me, okay? I know I've been bothering you a lot tonight. Just trying to make conversation, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry for scaring you on that dock.
Oh, no, that's okay. It wasn't really your fault.
I kind of did almost get into an argument with my brother. So I can't blame you.
Chiro, he does that sometimes.
Well, I'm glad he's protective at least. That's a good thing. It's good to have someone in your family who's protective of you. Willing to do anything to help you.
Hmm.
Neil nods. As he's just,
Yeah, it is.
and he will take a little sippy of his water.
I'm going to roll and see if Quinn remembers something.
Oh yeah,
It
did
is
Quinn
not.
get a glass of
No,
water?
he did not. That's what I was rolling. Quinn does not realize that he has not got a glass of water.
Yeah. Camille takes a sip of his water, sort of looks at it, and looks back at Quinn and is just,
By the way, uh, Aren't you gonna get a glass of water?
Yeah, well, the dice are just saying that he is flustered. He kind of blinks, goes, yeah, sorry, was worried about you. And he reaches up to grab a cup and fill it with some water before he takes his spot and awkwardly and silently takes a sip of his water, kind of hiding his face slightly behind the cup.
Yeah, I am very convinced that that was your original goal. Definitely.
Well, then, you're a detective, correct? That's how you introduced yourself.
Camille nods.
There is a small smirk on Quinn's face as he raises an eyebrow. Well, then, I propose a challenge. Since you are so keen on pointing out all my mistakes, you try and figure out what I was originally doing. If you can't, you have to admit that I was going to get a drink of water.
Alright, you wanna play that game then?
He hums, and I'll roll an intelligence for him. Okay, you didn't have to flex.
How bad?
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, of course you would, you little stinky boy.
Yeah, so it's fair to say he puts together his dots as he's just,
Well, your original goal, if you were out of your own room, was to either poke around and investigate more on your own, or it would be talking to someone. And considering that you haven't really shown any signs of looking around or being too alert of your surroundings more so than usual, we can safely rule out the first bit.
Hey,
Be-
and Camille continues on as he's just,
and which leaves your original goal being to talk to someone.
and he thinks for a moment as he's just,
It's certainly not with it's certainly not with Shiro, because if it was with him, you probably would have been relieved that I was already up and asked me to see if Shiro's awake or something of the sort. Since you showed no interest in him, that means that he wasn't your original goal. And that just leaves Minami and Roswell. I don't think that you would have any particular reason to talk to Roswell at this hour, which leaves you talking to Minami as the most probable conclusion. After all, she is your mentor, so if something was bothering you in the middle of the night, you would feel safest waking her up to talk to.
Quinn is staring.
and Camille gives Quinn a big old baby smile as he's just,
So, am I on the right track?
Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Quinn takes a long sip of his water. You officially scare me. Cool.
I told you I'm a detective.
I am starting to believe that.
he sort of smirks.
No, don't get that smug look. Being smug as a detective is never a good thing.
He'll just takes a sip of his water.
That that's a natural. coming from you, from a much wiser detective, don't be smug. Very dangerous.
I don't think I'm being smug.
That you are being smug right now. You have the smuggest face I've ever seen on a detective. No, sorry, the second smuggest face. Your older brother, last night during dinner, definitely. Wait, no. Third. You're on the third. Third smuggest detective I've ever seen.
Well, that doesn't feel very special at all, actually.
No, because that means you're smugger than a lot. And I know a lot of detectives.
Yeah, but that just means that I'm like bronze medal material when it comes to smugness. It's not it's not really like the best achievement. I mean, I guess with bronze medals you're, happy to even get one, but the fact of the matter is that you're still in the minimum spot to get a medal.
Well, in your defense, one of those medals goes to your older brother, who I am pretty sure could verbally bite someone's head off, and the other is specially reserved.
Camille tilts his head.
I think you will find it quite hard to beat the memory of someone. So I'm afraid that medal will forever belong to that person.
He'll sort of stutters a bit before he nods as he just.
Yeah, I guess that is fair.
Quinn kind of just gives a shrug as he takes a sip of his water.
He'll also takes a sip of his own water. Probably a very long one before he has decided that he is finished and dumps the rest out.
What a waste!
It's water.
Quinn looks Camille in the eye and chugs what's left in his cup.
I don't want to have to like wake up to go to the bathroom in an hour. That would be annoying.
Oh yeah, you are 7. Never mind.
Camille gives Quinn a very flat look.
What? I can't help. You surprised me with your mental capabilities that for a second I forgot that you were less than half my age. It's a compliment.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, a compliment. And he puts his glass away too. And
Mhm.
before he does pause, and when you little, are you strong enough? That was a 3. He starts looking around for dish soap.
Camille looks up at Quinn.
You're planning on washing them?
Yeah, well, I got them out. And it seems like
Question: would this place have a dishwasher?
I don't actually know. 1 second. I'm going to roll a d2. Yes or no? It does not.
Alright. Camille looks around for a dishwasher before he nods, like,
Well, I guess that's fair.
How quickly do you do this, Quinn? That was a nat 1.
to wash the dishes?
Yes.
Oh my god.
How do you fail that badly at washing 2
God.
cups?
Cups that had just water in them.
How do you fail this? You know what? There's probably like 1 or 2 dirty dishes from like the night before that had been left to soak or something. And
Oh no.
Quinn sees them and goes, he's like unconsciously, like he cleans the 2 cups and puts them to the side to dry, and then he just unconsciously goes on to the next dish. and he realizes that it's dirty, but then he's like, well, I've already gone this far.
Yeah, Camille watches him struggle for a moment. Is just,
Here, let me help.
You are 7, no! And he just kind of pushes Camille away with his foot gently.
Camille struggling against Quinn's foot, like,
Come on, I can help. You're kind of obviously in need of it.
Excuse? I have washed dishes before.
Have you? Could have
Yes.
fooled me.
You are a mean little kid. Did you know that? A mean little kid.
I'm just stating what it looks like to me.
This
So
is a
let me help.
no, this is a no, you relax.
Come on, it's just you're making a big deal out of it.
I I have given in to you on everything else. I will stand by this. I'm not gonna let it be known that I am able to be just walked all over by a 7-year-old.
Quinn looks, not Quinn. Camille looks down at his slippers of spider climbing.
No. 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 I will spray you with this nozzle right now. And he like holds it threateningly.
Hey, don't have to go that far.
Don't make me. I'm armed and dangerous right now.
Camille raises an eyebrow.
Challenge? Do you dare face me?
Okay, well now you're just being over dramatic.
Oh, maybe. He kind of snorts.
For the record, I am pretty sure that I can literally walk all over you, though.
I cannot believe this. What a complete violation of my personal space.
I mean, I'm not actually doing it. I just said I
You
could.
just threatened me. I was just threatened by a 7-year-old.
With what?
Words? That's how threats work.
But what was the action which I was threatening?
To walk all over me.
I just said that I could, not
You
that
were.
I would.
You are smug enough, it was unsaid.
Camille raises an eyebrow and takes a step closer to Quinn.
Quinn fires a warning shot.
Camille does a little hiss at that.
Just, hey!
I didn't hit you. I can, though. You have your shower tonight?
Of course I did.
Ready for a second one?
Not unless you are.
You. Oh. Oh, so it is a challenge.
I'm just saying,
You think you could beat me? I could scruff you.
yes.
You could
I
never
can-
get this from my hands.
Oh, both of you to assume that I would need that.
Oh. What are you gonna use? Magic on me?
Maybe.
Oh. So you're smug and brave. But are you
I'm just
chicken?
saying. I'm not about to cause water damage to someone's house. Even if that someone is an absolute asshole.
Let's be honest, none of us would feel bad about it. Do you have, like, prestidigitation or something?
Also, Quinn, this child did just swear.
Quinn is mentally noting that, and, like, there's an eternal sigh of relief. He can curse around the child.
He's just, no, I never learned that one. But I do have Creator Destroy Water.
So, there we go. Problem solved. Sorry, the gallery.
I'm still not that petty. Just
And
come
here
on,
I
let me
thought you
help
were
with washing
almost
the.
fun.
I'm also not about to fall to peer pressure, but good try. You did your best on that.
I can't help that you are 7 and thus very easily subjected to it.
Because I am so subjected to it right now. Are
Yeah.
you gonna finish washing the dishes or not?
I'm gonna roll and see how well he's been doing it while talking. Wow, that was a 6. He is going through it here. He kept getting distracted, threatening to squirt you with the nozzle.
Yeah.
I will be able to finish it after you move far away. But don't go upstairs by yourself. I don't want you to, like, get hurt or something.
Going upstairs.
What if there's a criminal here?
It is one flight of stairs, and I'm pretty good at dealing with criminals, I think.
Well, who knows? I know I will be in a lot of trouble if you get hurt while I'm the last witness. I have solved enough murders to know that that never ends well.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, that one. You have to roll something technically.
Oh.
I told you that if you do an FPS at the house
At
night, there could be consequences. So I do have to roll something actually.
Oh, boy.
It will not come into effect until the end of the FPF because I don't want to mess up their bantering. But I do technically have to roll this, so because I just remembered while we were talking, I was like, wait, shit, I forgot to roll. Okay. Did you roll perception for me?
Hey. Also, thank you for that gift, Mercy, because that was exactly what I was thinking of.
That is a 24.
Right. That is perception. Cool. Everything's fine.
Okay. Cool. Wonderful. Love that, actually.
Hee-hoo.
You and your stupid fucking high DCs made specifically for our modifier.
Oh, that's the best part. This isn't a DC.
Stupid fucking stealth rolls.
Suffer. Weep even. Yeah, no, these were made to combat you and your disgusting rolls.
Yeah. And here I thought I could get more free lore.
No, it just
It
would
does
have.
make sense, though.
I will say it. No, it would not have given you free lore. Instead, the FPS would have ended a certain way.
Fair.
No, you're safe. You are safe this time.
Does make sense, though, because they do be distracted.
They are in the middle of a fight, basically. A
Mhm.
banter. A water fight right here. Quinn is just still trying to do this, but he's also repeatedly, like, glancing over at Camille with narrowed eyes, holding up the little nozzle threateningly.
Come on.
I think we've already proven that I'm winning here. So, I don't see why I need to listen to your begging.
Neil pauses, and then, because he does have the material components technically, what with water being here, he he points at the sink, and it is suddenly filled with water.
You are a little shit.
Neil smiles as he just
Maybe that will help
Oh,
them.
just come over here and start helping. Just moves over.
Neil smiles like,
Thanks.
and he does actually have to climb back onto the counter to do this.
Does he slip and fall?
Uh, I'll roll a text.
There is
Text for
water
you.
there. He's lucky this time.
Yeah, so he gets up onto the counter and he helps with the scrubbing.
Okay, I'm gonna roll an advantage this time because he just got a 7. He's not doing good on this.
Oh, Quinn.
Got a 14. Okay, we're gonna say that's enough. They've been scrubbing at it long enough. They finally finish and he puts them to dry and he turns off the water and he dries off his hands and he's just like, that was some of the longest process I've spent on dishes ever.
Bill snorts.
Oh, stop laughing at me.
Not laughing.
You just laughed at me.
It was a snort. It's a different thing from a laugh.
No, it isn't.
Then why do they have different words?
Because they sound kind of different.
Perhaps because they are
They're
different?
not different.
I feel like conflating them to be the same exact thing makes you lose a lot of important nuance.
No, because in that Quinn, we can't say that. No, I think that me try my best not to deep dive in this into angst out of nowhere. I feel a little
God,
bad.
it sure is a minefield.
It really is. I don't want to do that to you no warning. Quinn really did just hand me no, because in that case I don't laugh, and I was like, Quinn, that will concern this child.
It would be concerning, buddy.
I shake Quinn. Yes, I know you're tired. You don't have a filter. I am trying to leave. Come on, Quinn, buddy. Come on, Quinn. You gotta work with me here. He opens his mouth to say something and then just stops.
Camille looks up at him.
He's not gonna say it.
He does shrug after a moment before he dries off his hands as he's just,
Alright. Well, with all of that done, probably time to head back.
Yeah. Quinn kind of gives a small yawn as he rubs his eye. Let's go.
Tired, are we?
Oh. Shut up. Unlike you, I don't fall straight asleep.
Listen, I need a lot of sleep.
Yes, you do, because you are but a child. I am 17, and sleep is more of a recommendation at this age.
Sleep is never a recommendation,
It's
actually.
a recommendation.
No, you still need to sleep. You
I sleep. The amount of hours
How
becomes a
much?
recommendation.
And how much do you usually sleep?
Quinn kind of gives a wave of his hand.
Yeah, that's not an answer. It's not.
I don't know.
See, that's why you're so grumpy.
I am not Am I grumpy? He kind of
Well,
pauses and actually looks a little worried.
you act a little bit like you've got to stick up your ass. Just a little.
His mouth opens in shock. I do have to roll a history though, because there's one other group that's ever referred to him like that. Do you want me to ignore the roll for fluff, or do you...
considering that we are over an hour in, and I know that our real life bodies are being hit with the sleepy.
Good, cool. We're ignoring that, moving that to the side. Quinn kind of blinks and he goes, I am not. I don't think I am. I'm just serious, like any good detective is.
You threw a fit about me walking upstairs alone.
I didn't throw a Did I?
You did threaten to spray me with water.
Oh, sorry about that.
I should know that Camille does have a little grin on his face. He's very much teasing you.
Okay, Quinn does notice that. He does relax slightly. Well, still, I shouldn't have. I'm supposed to be the mature detective here. Come on, let's just get you upstairs and I'll go back to bed.
Yeah, being the mature detective is why you act like you've got to stick up your butt.
Well, it's my job, so I guess I've got to stick up my butt permanently. Come on.
Snorts, but he does start heading up as he's just.
I don't know. I think that maybe you could use some more sleep.
Yeah, I'm going.
All
He kind of
right.
shoos Camille off as he starts heading towards his room.
It was nice talking to you, Quinn.
It was nice to meet you, Camille. I'll maybe see you around.
Oh, I sure hope that we see each other again, considering.
There's a snort. Well, maybe I'll see you after this case. Just, let's hope it's not at a murder scene.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I'd rather not associate you with those. And is there anything else you want either of them to say?
No, I think I'm good.
They are going to head inside. Quinn's going to head inside his room.
also heads inside to his room with a little wave.
How's he doing?
He is doing good.
The conversation went good.
It went very good. We somehow managed to we managed to dodge all of the pitfalls.
I think it's because we were both wake enough, and also Quinn, I say this affectionately, Camille, unlike Minami, Quinn is not really opened up to. I mean, after all, to Camille, Quinn is the mature, funny detective.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, we shall leave you all.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed What Are You Up To?
Water.
I said water. I can't help that. It's a
There.
pun. And thank you to all our current and future listeners. And we hope that you have a good time zone. Wherever you are.
Bye.